This week on eNEWS, Lethbridge College hosts an event in celebration of Indigenous culture. Southern Alberta has had an outbreak of whooping cough, and the Buchanan Library has gone through some renovations.
Welcome to eNEWS. I'm Kelsey O'Donnell.
And I'm Justin Parkin, and here's today's top story. Lethbridge College hosted its annual Indigenous Celebration Day last week. The event was designed to showcase the importance of Indigenous culture within the college. I had the opportunity to head down and experience Indigenous Celebration Day in person. Singing, dancing, and classic Indigenous food filled the gym this past week as the college hosted its Indigenous Celebration Day. The celebration showcased Indigenous dances and songs, but also touched on the struggles Indigenous students face in post-secondary education. The event was hosted in hopes of showing Indigenous students the support the college provides for Indigenous culture. The college says it has seen the struggles Indigenous students face while attempting post-secondary education over the years.
They may have barriers that they're dealing with, and some of the ones that we find are just students that are moving from the reserve into the city, having a hard time securing rental.
Blackwater adds the college has programs put into place to help Indigenous students be effective within their post-secondary education. The event was not only designed to help students, but also designed to highlight the importance of maintaining Indigenous culture in Lethbridge. The celebration showcased an original prayer from the local Blood Tribe grandfather, dances from the Blood Tribe members, and custom handmade jewelry made by the Blood Tribe. Coordinator of Indigenous Services Lowell Yellowhorn says the event is the perfect way to show how beautiful and unique the Indigenous culture really is.
It's an opportunity for Indigenous people to build bridges, make connections, and share an outlet for us to share our culture with the mainstream of Southern Alberta and Canada.
The college hopes to bring support to the 383 Indigenous students that are attending post-secondary, despite it being the lowest number of Indigenous students in 5 years. Along with Indigenous Celebration Day, the college will also be hosting an Indigenous Winter Feast at the beginning of the second semester, as well an Indigenous Honor Night towards the end of the second semester.
Every year, more and more international students are choosing Lethbridge College for post-secondary education. The college has seen a record number this academic year. Joshua Schuning has the story.
Lethbridge College offers a variety of different programs, from culinary to wind turbine technician. Something else Lethbridge College offers is a great education for international students. International students are often looking for programs that are quite flexible, have a strong academic reputation, and great opportunities for outside employment after graduation. For Lethbridge College's Manager of International Services, Catherine Wild, interacting and assisting international students is all in a day's work. Wild also says that Lethbridge might be a favorable choice for international students because of the simplicity of Lethbridge. The sunny days, blue skies, and the small community feel is what has international students coming back. Just over 680 international students are attending Lethbridge College this year. Under 250 international students are beginning their post-secondary education careers at Lethbridge College. Wild says that she heard from students that they appreciate how friendly and helpful the staff at the college can be. With just over 680 international students, making up about 11% of Lethbridge College's student population, and about 320 days of sunshine a year, it really makes sense why Lethbridge is an education destination for international students. For eNEWS, I'm Joshua Schuning.
Lethbridge College's International Student Services are located at PA 1130. Their office is open from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Alberta Health Services recently declared a pertussis outbreak in the province's south zone. Pertussis is more commonly referred to as whooping cough. Lethbridge College's Wellness Services staff are busy immunizing students and the community against the disease. Kevin Forsyth reports.
It's flu season, and that means the college health staff is busy immunizing students. This fall brought with it the added challenge of a pertussis outbreak. Will Medlicott is a first-year nursing student at the college. He's getting the DTaP vaccine, which contains pertussis, to protect others when he goes out into the community.
Because I'm going to be a healthcare worker and because I'm going to be touching patients on my practice-based experience, they wanted me to get my pertussis booster, yeah.
Canadian children receive 4 doses of the vaccine and then 1 more booster once they reach adulthood, but not all parents choose to vaccinate. Lethbridge County has an immunization rate of under 65%, well below the national average. Harmony Jones is manager of wellness services at the college.
Due to the outbreak and the severity for our students to needing the DTaP vaccine, we tried to make it accommodations for them.
42 cases have been confirmed so far this year, but it's the 15 in the past 2 weeks that prompted AHS to declare an outbreak. 2 years ago, the province's South Zone saw more than 450 cases in an outbreak.
You need to get them because there's other people other than you that are immunocompromised.
Monday was the only day of pertussis vaccinations at the college this fall, but you can still get a flu shot on campus on Halloween and November 7th from 8:30 to 3:30. Kevin Forsyth, eNEWS.
For more information on the college's flu clinic, including locations and ways to get more details, visit the college's website.
Students say Lethbridge College's Buchanan Library is helping them by providing new facilities. Over the summer, the college renovated the library at a cost of $1.5 million. As Manjeet Kaur reports, students are giving their new surroundings the thumbs up.
It's a new look for the heart of Lethbridge College. The newly renovated Buchanan Library provides comfortable furniture and good environment to students looking for a modern and comfortable place to study.
Renovation is quite nice, and I think that it gives it a comfortable studying area for us. The furniture is quite comfortable. It gives, it's quite soft.
In the past, students had lots of difficulties with the noise in the library. Students were not able to find quiet place, but now it provides a safe and comfortable environment for students. The college renovated its library at a cost of $1.5 million. The money was spent on new furniture, study areas, and breakout rooms. Last year, the library had 3 different types of chairs, but now it has 15 types of seating facilities.
I think it's going to help students find places that fit for them. So we wanted to design it so no matter what you wanted to do in the library, you actually walk through the front doors and there's a spot for you. So if you want quiet, there's a quiet space. If you want a group study room, there's that. If you want a group table, there's that too. So just try to make it something for everyone.
The new renovations of library provide breakout rooms and study areas, which afford students large spaces to engage with others to expand their learning. Students agree. They say the Buchanan Library is more comfortable for them and provides more space to work on group projects. Manjeet Kaur, eNEWS.
For more information on how you might be able to use its facilities, visit the Buchanan Library website. Coming up after the break, the people of Lethbridge take to the streets and take back the night, and how a Lethbridge couple has transformed their home into a Halloween landmark. Stay with us.
The Lethbridge Historical Society is a group dedicated to preserving the history of Lethbridge since 1888. We work in partnership with the city to put up plaques honoring historic buildings. By joining as a member, you can help ensure history is not forgotten. The Lethbridge Historical Society gives you a chance to write history in books and create fun events. Together, we can celebrate the past and change the future with Lethbridge Historical Society. You may even leave a mark on Lethbridge history. For more information, go to lethbridgehistory.org.
Pride is a little piece of me.
Pride is a little piece of us.
A little piece of me.
Pride is a little piece of me.
A little piece of me.
A little piece of me.
Pride is a little piece of me.
Pride is a little piece of us.
The Lethbridge Food Bank is here to help families and those in need. Life can be hard and people deserve a helping hand. They help approximately 700 households each month. That's over 50,000 pounds of food. Now more than ever, the Lethbridge Food Bank is in need of your donations. They even accept perishables, including meat and milk. Donate today and help the people in your community.
Welcome back to eNEWS. Many Canadians celebrated the legalization of cannabis edibles last week. Cannabis edibles are food products that allow people to ingest marijuana rather than inhale it. As Tyler Verloop reports, consumers will need to change their shopping habits and be patient as products will not be in full stock for some time.
The news of cannabis edibles being legalized lit up the minds of Canadians upon hearing the news last week. The legalization date of edibles coincided with the 1-year anniversary of legalized cannabis across Canada. According to a Stats Canada survey, 20% of Canadians aged 15 and older have used cannabis since it was legalized. Additionally, household spending on licensed non-medical purpose cannabis increased by nearly $250 million since last October. Local cannabis store lead educator Jason Bellamy says that despite edibles being legalized last week, recreational users should not expect products to be available for another 2 to 3 months because producers could only start applying last Thursday to produce and sell those products.
So originally I was hearing that edibles should be available in stores December 16th, but now as of yesterday we've got an update that we're not going to see them till January. I don't have an exact date on that.
Smoking cannabis has a much faster impact on the human body than ingestibles. They take longer to process as they have to go through your stomach and be digested before making it into the blood system. They can take up to 2 hours. Smoking cannabis either hits you right away or within 5 to 10 minutes. Bellamy says that he's seen an increase in first-time smoke cannabis users. He says that this implies that Canada's outlook on cannabis is changing. He also adds that there will be a wide assortment of products available in stores.
I think it'll be mostly dominant chocolate. And then we're also looking at quite a few beverages, candies as well.
Tyler Verloop, eNEWS.
If you're looking for an exact date on when edibles will be available locally, Bellamy says you should stay in touch with local vendors. He adds the legal edible products are now available online through licensed suppliers.
Dozens of people marched through downtown Lethbridge last weekend in support of ending gender-based violence. The Take Back the Night March is a part of the YWCA's Week Without Violence, a worldwide campaign to stop violence in all its forms. Anton Lenacek is standing by with more on the story. Anton?
Thanks, Kelsey. For 50 years, people have used the name Take Back the March in demonstrations across the world in an effort to stop violence against women. In the 2 years since Me Too became a household hashtag, gender-based and sexual violence has become no less prevalent. According to Statistics Canada, the number of reported sexual assaults in Lethbridge rose dramatically between 2016 and 2018. In 2016, 48 incidents were reported and 24 people were charged. The next year, 62 sexual assaults were reported and 29 people were charged. Last year, the year after hashtag Me Too went viral, there were 131 incidents, of which 42 led to charges. Even the Raging Grannies lent their support, hoping this event leaves society singing a different tune when it comes to gender-based violence. The YWCA's Nancy Leggett ran this event. She says supporting Take Back the Night is as simple as showing up and participating.
Well, come out. Grab a poster, do some chants, make some noise. The whole point is to get people to ask questions about what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Leggett says it's also up to us to put an end to violence.
Ending violence starts with all of us. So if you see somebody being abused, if you witness violence, speak up. Stand up for people.
Several volunteers and YWCA staff were at City Hall prior to the event to hand out signs and glow sticks to demonstrators that wanted them. There were even a few dogs participating in the protest, supporting their humans. Michaela Dalton joined the march because she believes events like Take Back the Night can help stop violence.
Violence is something that plagues every community, and then there's all sorts of different types. So I just wanted to show support and hopefully start to end violence and have a conversation about it.
The YWCA offers programs and shelter for people seeking to get away from violence and abusive situations.
Thanks, Anton. Both the YWCA and the CSAC services are free of charge for anybody that requires them. If you or someone you know is in need of help, call the YWCA Crisis Hotline.
Halloween is just around the corner, which means ghouls and goblins are popping up all over Lethbridge as residents get in the spooky spirit and decorate their homes. One couple, however, is raising the bar. Riley Kubik has the story.
There's nothing like fallen leaves and a chilly breeze to get you into the Halloween spirit. One Lethbridge couple seems to have enough spirit for the whole city, as they uphold their yearly tradition of transforming their home into a haunted pirate ship, complete with a swashbuckling crew. John and Carrie Kerber moved into their London Road home over 20 years ago. The couple started their tradition of over-the-top Halloween decor their first October in the home. Due to the central location of the home on 6th Avenue, many Lethbridge residents say they look forward to seeing the setup every year. According to Carrie Kerber, their extravagant decor usually attracts over 600 visitors on Halloween night. That number has fluctuated over the years, but recently they've seen as many as 1,200 trick-or-treaters in one night. According to Carrie, the setup gets better every year and they have no intentions of retiring the crew anytime soon. For eNEWS, I'm Riley Kubik.
To keep up to date with Carrie, John, and the Pirate Ship House, follow their Facebook page.
People had the chance to get out and get colorful Saturday morning, all while helping raise funds to solve local crime. The Crime Stoppers Color Fun Run was made its way through the community, and I was there to check it out. People gathered in Lethbridge Saturday morning to get blasted with color while getting their sweat on. The Crime Stoppers 5-kilometer color run raises money and awareness for the community program that helps solve crime in southern Alberta. Organizers say Crime Stoppers was in need of finding a new way to get its name back into the community.
We needed some visual public contact for Crime Stoppers, as we have been around since 1983, and we still run into people that say, "What? I didn't know Crime Stoppers was still a thing." So this helps get us out in the public eye.
We got some good mobile influence in this group.
This is the first year the 5K color run was held, with all proceeds going towards the Southern Alberta Crime Stoppers. The money raised will be used to pay out those who provide tips that help solve crime. Halewood says tips to Crime Stoppers have resulted in just under 2,000 arrests since its inception in 1983. Organizers have been able to seize $2.3 million in recovered property, $4.7 million in drug seizures, and have rewarded over $210,000. Runner Trinda Rosler says she's hoping to get more involved in the community and take advantage of these kinds of events.
We came in for the day and wanted to come and have fun and hopefully get covered in powder or whatever they throw at us. And
the event was able to raise over $4,000 to Southern Alberta Crime Stoppers. Still ahead, a physically challenged basketball player has hopes for playing for the Lethbridge College Kodiaks next year. And a fifth-year Kodiaks women's volleyball player looks ahead to the new season as she reflects on her time with the team. We'll be back after the break.
At the Last Chance Cat Ranch, our mission is to find a forever home for abandoned or homeless cats. We provide a safe, loving environment where cats can play and socialize with other cats. We have plenty of friendly, lovable cats that are waiting for a new companion. If you're thinking about adopting a cat, come to the Last Chance Cat Ranch. We need your help to ensure these cats will have a forever home. Come into the Last Chance Cat Ranch today and save a cat's life. Together, we can make a difference.
I'm so sorry. You are my best friend, but there is no other way.
I can't keep up with the bills. I can't afford to keep you.
Only 1 out of every 10 dogs born will find a permanent home. We need your help. Visit Windy City Canine Rescue today to be part of the change.
Why are you even trying? You're so stupid. No one's gonna miss you. Everyone hates you. You screw everything up. You're not alone. Come get the help you need at Crossroads Healing Center. We provide professional counseling and health services for all who come to our agencies.
Welcome back. A Cranbrook, BC athlete is looking to make his way to Lethbridge next year. He's been practicing with the Kodiak's men's basketball squad to see if he could potentially fit with the team. Michael Cake has the story.
Mac Adams is an athlete, but not just any athlete. Adams was diagnosed with congenital birth defects, had double leg amputations, and his hands were missing thumbs. Growing up, Adams was seen through a different light. Kids in school saw him as less of an athlete because of his conditions. This, however, did not stop him from playing sports. Adams believed that was a huge step for him as an athlete.
Over the years of playing, you realize amputations really changed the game for you. Predominantly having a sport for people who have leg strength was what I decided I'm going to play. So it was a big jump going from people who play sledge hockey and wheelchair basketball into being the first amputee to play standing in Vancouver at provincials.
For Adams, basketball was a way of life. It all started in junior high when he would be in the gym until 9 a.m. before school, then after school until 4 p.m. in the afternoon, practicing, conditioning, and working on his all-around game. When high school started, Adams felt like he didn't belong on a basketball team and was discouraged. That all changed when he met Kodiak's coach, Ryan Heggie, then a summer camp leader at a basketball camp in BC in 2016.
Ryan gave me that kick that I needed to get into where I wanted to be, really taught me the basic fundamentals of being a player, realized it wasn't all about stats, it was all about team before anything else.
Adams says that Heggie was the best shooting coach he has ever had, as the coach found ways to make his shot style work. Heggie says he was surprised when he first saw Adams.
Mostly amazed that he could do the things that he was doing with the basketball and running up and down the floor, and the kids were balling with him and treating him like just one of the guys, which was also pretty impressive.
Heggie says that Adams is a unique and talented person. He adds that Adams is inspirational, and the players on the Kodiak's men's basketball team love his story. Adams has achieved a lot in his career. In basketball, he broke the mold for what amputees could do. In softball, he won the Most Valuable Player award in their tournament, and finally in hockey, he learned how to skate standing up in just 2 weeks. Adams says that he would love to play under Heggie for the Kodiaks next year, as he wants to try out for the 2021 team. For eNEWS, I'm Michael Cake.
Adams also has strong interest in other sports as he continues to build his athletic resume. Still with college sports, the Kodiak's women's volleyball team leapt back into action this week. But after this season, the squad will be losing a teammate that's been with them for 5 years. Heather Grande reports on what her time on the team has been like.
The Lethbridge College Kodiaks faced the St. Trojans in their home opener last Friday. As the women's team took to the court, number 12 Harper Elwood stepped onto the court for her last home opener. It marked the first of what will be several last times this season. Elwood was playing volleyball long before she became a part of the Kodiaks team. Elwood has played left side hitter for almost her entire career, but due to injuries from past seasons, she is playing libero this year.
I love the feeling of hitting the floor and backing up my teammates in every way that I can.
Coach Anna Schwark has been coaching Elwood since she joined the Kodiaks. Schwark says Elwood has always been a determined and competitive athlete.
It's really tough to be a post-secondary athlete mentally, and I think Harper
especially from last year to this year, she's really made leaps and bounds over the off season and just training like her positive self-talk and her confidence, and it's absolutely showing on the court. The women's volleyball team experienced tragedy 2 seasons ago as they lost a valuable player, Emily Cherwiniak. Elwood is the only player still on the team that played with Cherwiniak, who passed away from a head-on collision. Elwood says she remembers how the team rallied around the memory of a lost family member.
It was so hard. I think that was our best season in a long time, and I think we all just figured that there was a greater purpose to just playing volleyball.
Elwood hopes that after being done playing with the Kodiaks, that volleyball will continue to play a part in her life. However, in what way, she just doesn't know yet. Heather Grande, eNEWS.
The Lethbridge College women's volleyball team has won 6 of the 12 matches that it's played this year. After losing 3-1 to SAIT at the home opener, it was able to beat the Trojans 3-0 the next day. A local MMA fighter has been called the Pastor of Disaster after competing in his first cage fight last weekend. Frank Allen, pastor at the Christian Tabernacle Church, began training in mixed martial arts as a way of getting into better physical shape. Tyler Hay has his story.
Frank Allen, pastor at the Lethbridge Christian Tabernacle Church, started training in mixed martial arts only 8 months ago. He says his training has taught him a great deal of discipline.
The program I was in, I was training 5 days a week, 6 o'clock in the morning for an hour, and so in that journey it's been pretty awesome because the discipline I've been able to learn translates into other parts of your life.
The goal of training for Allen was not the fight itself, but rather the fitness aspect. He joined a program called Wimp to Warrior at the Canadian Martial Arts Centre, where fighters train for 20 weeks with the end goal of fighting in a cage. Since starting training at the age of 41, the pastor of 15 years says he has lost 50 pounds and it has changed his life. Allen won his debut fight with a first-round submission. He says though some people at his church frown upon a pastor punching people, he has had a lot of support from the community. This is my story. The day after his fight, Allen was greeted with congratulations as well as jokes from members of his church. One member referred to him as the Pastor of Disaster.
Adult version of stop hitting yourself.
His brother, Jason, flew in from Victoria to surprise Frank and watch the fight. He says he could hardly wait to see his brother in the cage.
Oh man, it's been I don't get excited about a lot of things, but the week leading up to coming in, I couldn't wait for the week to be done. I was super excited to see him and my other brother Javis. I haven't seen him in, I'm getting, I guess, 3 or 4 years.
Jason says he was not surprised to hear that his brother had taken up mixed martial arts.
We're very focus driven, and to have that fitness side, I know growing up he played football for a long time, and that was a big drive in his life. Of course he has the church and God, but the physical aspect of things, that is something for him to focus on.
Though Frank started training with the goal to only get in better shape, he says he may want to step back into the cage for a second fight. Tyler Hay, eNEWS.
Allen fought at Rumble in the Cage 62 last Saturday. The fight card was put on by the Canadian Martial Arts Centre. Its next event will be held in April. So Kelsey, what did you think of those two amazing athletes?
It's pretty crazy to see, but it's awesome to see their passion and dedication towards their sports. What do you think, Justin?
I think it's truly inspirational. It's a good thing for the youth to see that they can pursue their dream. Well, that's all the time we have here today for all of us here at eNEWS. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.